studying my gotcha. So go ahead there, PJ, and
All right, on the pole, that's going to be the 62 of Alan Hesse to the outside, the 96 of Austin Lundquist. Row number 2 to the inside, the 76 of Justin Freylake into the outside, 3-piece Stephen Pierce. The Cliffhanger, Craig Clift, Obi-Wan Kenobi to Caleb Brunson's Anakin Skywalker. That is going to be the last row. The mentor and the student, we will see what happens as we've got Freylake spinning right off the bat. Got a little bit of help, little shot in the shorts, but no harm, no foul. We're going to keep it clean as Alan Hesse is going to come around. Oh, Lundquist every which way but straight, as is Craig Clift. Nice move by Clift and Brunson to split Lundquist.
Wow, what a move by Caleb Brunson. Track just a little bit slick out there for these rear-wheel drive cars. Hesse's going to lead him in turns 1 and 2. Clift. Here comes Brunson sliding up in front of the 3P of Pierce as Hesse way up the track in turns 3 and 4. Clift to second, Brunson to third, Pierce in fourth as Hesse still your race leader in car 62.
Alan Hesse goes up the track, bobbles. That's going to open the door for Craig Clift. Can't quite get to the inside, so he's going to size him up going into 3. Again, Hesse way up the track. Clift able to hang on to it. New leader, Craig Clift.
77 car Advantage Racing TV sponsor on the 77 will be your new race leader. Hesse still pushing through the corners like a dump truck. Brunson still sitting in third as Hesse into 3 and 4 once again. A little bit better this time by through 3 and 4 for Hesse as green flag flies. 2 laps to go for 77 to Craig Clift.
Craig Clift has done a lot to help Caleb Brunson through his early career. And once again, that is the mentor or Caleb's mentor. Well, guess what? It is the mentor and the mentee now first and second. Caleb Brunson has a long way to go in a short lap to get there. 1 lap to go with Craig Clift leading.
Clift is going to come off turn 2, though.
And caution out. Not sure. You know what?
Justin Freylake pulling through the infield there. Wonder if he was around in turn 2.
Well, it's either that or we have a very early appearance of that doggone French driver, and he better bring some French toast if he's coming up tonight. Jimmy wants some French fries, so there we go. He can't, he can't come up and visit without us putting him on the mic. It's just not allowed.
Oh, no, we always put Jimmy to work whenever he comes up.
RPMs are going to come up, and Jesse Isuzu tonight going to drop the green flag as Craig Clift's going to lead him down into 1 and 2. Caleb Brunson right there on the back door. Brunson staying in stutter step with Clift as they're going to sail it down into 3 and 4. Jesse Ford with the white flag in hand this time. Craig Clift leading 1 to go.
Clift Hanger's going to see the white flag this time by the flag stand as he's leading this heat race 1 of 4, like PJ mentioned. Brunson running in second. Pierce in a great battle for fourth here. Lundquist going to try to get by Hesse as Clift is going to take the checkered. Brunson in second. Pierce and Lundquist rounding out your top 4. Hesse your top 5.
Also, don't forget only the top 4 transferring, so that is going to be Clift, Brunson, Pierce, and Lundquist transferring directly to tonight's A main. I believe Dugan still has the footage. Uh-oh. Jimmy's boss is calling him.
no, guess who's calling me?
So RPMs are going to come up. We are going green. As they're going to lead him down to 1 and 2, it is going to be Fetterman and the 22T of Smith side by side. Now Fetterman going to take away. Look at Ertman. Ertman coming from fourth. He goes flying by Shern and Smith and will take over that second place spot, but it is Tony Fetterman leading lap 1.
7 car put on a great show Friday night at the Wagner Speedway in Wagner, South Dakota. Currently with your race lead here, Ertman, that right turn chassis, the 81X car in second. Shern and Smith, your top 4. Phil McKee rounding out your top 5.
Fetterman still leads.
Oh, Tyler Smith, though, around the bottom of turn number 2. Tyler Smith, the 22T car around. Gets it back going, still under the green.
We're going to stay green as, once again, it is Fetterman leading him down to 3 and 4 with a sizable advantage over Ertman. Now that Smith has spun, unfortunately, that for him, That's going to give Shern a solid third place. Oh, now Phil McKee going around on the high side of turn 4. Oh, almost collects the 18 of Zachary Fry. But we're going to stay green, Scotty.
That we will. As Fetterman's going to see the green flag waving. 2 laps to go here for your race leader, Ertman in second. Zachary Fry, something to miss on the 18 car. As he is going to pull to the infield. Phil McKee, a little too hot at turns 3 and 4. Backs it down the hill.
And is it stalled or is he stuck? That is the question.
Caution flag is going to fly either way for the 12M car. He was having such a great run, too.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, MedStar Rescue Unit. They are selling insulated bottles, really cool-looking bottles, $10 per bottle, which obviously helps fund their efforts, down at their trailer. So after the races, head on down and get a MedStar bottle. We are back to green. It is going to be Fetterman once again leading him down into 1 and 2. Ertman looking to the inside, but Fetterman showing the high line is the right line as he is going to get past Ertman. Ertman still right there on the back bumper. White flag is going to come out. Fetterman holding off Ertman. We'll see who wins.
Gotta tell you, though, that 81X looking smooth as ever, though, in heat race number 2 here. That top line just a little bit faster. As we come down the backstretch of turn 3, Fetterman, Ertman, Shern, and Smith. Checkered flag will fly, and that is how they will finish. 7, 81X, 48J, and 22T.
Are they going to be French fry chicken gravy dinner?
We'll see what happens the next steak dinner at Cracker Barrel next time in Sioux Falls. So I see you down there, that old flat bill, Cody. all good and all joking aside, my friend.
Yeah, we're just having a little fun with Scotty on here, and he's taking it like a champ.
Good to see Robbie Blundell, that 007 car, out here as last week I talked him down pit side, PJ. The rear left bearing went out on that 007,
Ooh,
causing the axle to come out, but he's back here running, and he's just out here to have fun as Lowell Jansen took a rollover this past Friday night in Wagner, South Dakota. He is leading this race, but not if the 44 Johnny Kane can help it.
Well, not only that, but also look, the Toy Scout Joel McGee sitting there in third, a little bit of a bobble. That's going to allow Kane to get a little bit ahead of McGee, but McGee right there, as is Ben Schneider's. Schneider's now taking a look to the inside of McGee, but Lowell Jansen still hangs on to that lead.
Talked to Lowell a little bit earlier today. He said a little bit sore from that rollover, but he is here to race. Different car that he had Friday night was in the rollover as he's side by side with John Kane now through turns 3 and 4. Jansen a little bit better on the top side, but Kane a little smoother on the bottom side. Jansen just by the tip of the nose as Blundell a little bit sideways. Gathers it back up, and Finzen still in that 16 car looking great at the back of the pack.
It is still side by side as they go down into 3, Kane and Jansen. Kane with a little bit of an advantage coming out as at the line. Oh, only by a nose. It is Kane with the lead as they have 2 laps to go. Once again, coming out of turn number 2, Kane with a slight advantage as they head down into 3 and 4. Kane, new leader. Jansen now going to see if he's got one more lap to try and get back by Kane.
Great job by Jansen getting on the binders to avoid contact, though, with the 44 of Kane. It's going to be Kane, your race leader. Jansen, Schneider's got around McGee for that third place spot. McGee in fourth. And Finzen getting around the 007 of Blundell. Checkered flag flies as Schneider's into the side of Lowell Jansen. As Schneider's crosses the line second, McGee third. Jansen will come home fourth. Mike Finzen rounding out your top 5. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
Maybe they can do a collaboration. You and Jimmy, like on one on each side of the saying.
You're going to see the 8X car, what used to be Andy Hoffman's car, now belonging to Colin Becker.
And Colin Becker, a late addition to this heat race as he is tagging the back of the field. Right now it is Carl Monroe. Monroe with the lead. Dallas Williams drove hard across the nose of Bales, made it work. They are 3 wide through 3 and 4, folks. You have Miller and Williams with the 3 of Campbell as the meat and sandwich.
Zach Bales in the mix as well, looking at the inside of Dallas Williams. Oh, they are caught together. Front wheels were caught together ever so slightly. Wonder if that messed up the left suspension of the 99 car on the right side of the 14Z, but everything still looks A-OK.
Heavy damage to the left front of the 99 of Dallas Williams. Looks like it might just be cosmetic, though, as the car still seems to be quick as he's coming up on the back of the 3 of Brian Campbell, but keep an eye on that 99.
Keep an eye on the 99 indeed, as he has caught the back bumper of the 3 car. Brian Campbell then bobbles through turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, out in front, Carl Monroe out for a Sunday cruise. Going to see the green flag fly. 2 laps to go for the 1M car.
As it is still Carl Monroe, I'll tell you, this guy has been impressive so far in 2021, but he has a whole back bumper full of the 34M of David Miller. Miller has a win this year already. He is going to try to get to the inside as the white flag comes out. 1 lap to go. They're going to sail it down into 1 and 2. As a little bit of a bobble from the 1M of Monroe, 34M of Miller not able to capitalize. He's got one more shot through 3 and 4. It is going to be Carl Monroe with the win. Miller will be second. Dallas Williams spins as Zach Bales takes third. Oh, Williams comes back out in front of the 8X and the 3. 8X is going to be third or fourth, with Brian Campbell rounding out the top 5. Wow.
I think the 99 was aerodynamically challenged there in that one.
IMCA Northern Sportmods presented by Professional Concrete on the pole. That's a 67 Jacob Beckstrom to the outside. That is the 16W Daniel Woodall. Row number 2 to the inside. Ribbit. It's a Bullfrog alert. The Bullfrog, AJ Bullware, into the outside. The 5M Dawson March. Row number 3 to the inside. That's Captain Goulash, the 11 of Austin Price. And to the outside, the 29J of Greg Hammond. Kirk Beatty and Josh Blom will bring out the remainder of your field. We are green. It's going to be Daniel Woodall with the early advantage. Here comes the Bullfrog, AJ Bullware, as it looks like the 67 of Beckstrom is just swallowed by the entire field. It is the Bullfrog in second. Woodall. Let's see, Woodall, Bullware, Beatty, and then the 4th and 5th. That battle is on between Captain Goulash, Austin Price, and the 5M of Dawson March.
As Dan Woodall is going to lead this heat race here in turns 1 and 2. It's going to be Woodall, Bullfrog, Beatty, Austin Price, and Dawson March rounding out your top 5. Greg Hammond, the 29J car, trying to catch the top 5 as Josh Blom and Beckstrom round out your field.
Daniel Woodall has led from the drop of the green, and he has a sizable advantage over Bullware. Bullware now under pressure from Beatty, and looks like Price is there as well, as Beatty and Price are going to go side by side out in the front stretch into turn 1, right behind the Bullfrog, AJ Bullware, who's sitting second.
Second is, oh my goodness, look at the run that Price and Beatty had for that second place spot. 3 wide through turns 3 and 4. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Austin Price up to second as the white flag flies one more time around for Daniel Woodall.
One small bobble by the 14 of Bullware was all it took, and now Price is in second. Beatty was third, but now here comes Bullware one more time, trying to battle back for that third. But oh, Austin Price, every which way but straight, gets a little nudge from the 14, and that is it. Price is going to end up not finishing where he was, as Kirk Beatty almost spins there. Daniel Woodall is going to win. AJ Bullware in second. Kirk Beatty third, Dawson March in fourth, and looks like Greg Hammond going to be credited with that 5th place spot.
Tough luck for the 11 of Austin Price. I mean, he had a great run going and just a little too hot at turns 3 and 4, unfortunately, and Man.
To boot. I love the sail panels where it says South Dakota and has a picture of Rushmore on the side. It's just very, very awesome looking wrap on that car.
Different look for that 44 car as well. Looking
Yes.
good, and great to see the debut of him here in 2021 as we are about to go green off turn number 4. RPMs are up, and we're underway.
Now we see you get his brother back, too. It's going to be Luke Jackson from the drop of the green as he's going to lead him down into 1 and 2, but it looks like Brody Spring going high, wide, round the outside. He is going to pull side by side with Jackson and has a slight advantage going down to 1. Look at this. We have 6 cars under a blanket, Scotty. Absolute blanket. It's going to be Brody Spring leading lap 1.
27S car out with a race lead as Keith Sanders up the hill now. Luke Jackson down to the bottom. Towhead trying to get a run off turn 2. Cannot do so. Mike Kramer sitting in that 4th spot, the 53K. We got cars shuffling around. Look at Wayne Becker's Mike Kramer bobbles through turns 3 and 4. 3 wide for the race lead, PJ.
And Brody Spring again going to lead lap number 2, but he knows that he has Sanders and Jackson right there. Here comes Mike Kramer. Kramer had to get on the binders extremely hard. That brings him back into the clutches of Olsen and Becker.
Keith Sanders
and,
going around.
Keith Sanders around. And unfortunately, the 6 of Luke Jackson looks like he is going to take the worst of that. Is quite a shot right on the right front corner of that 6 car.
44 car Vanderweerd involved as well. He will pull away. Luke Jackson still sitting nose up to the barrier. Race officials looking it over, and wow.
RPMs are going to come up. Green's going to come out with 4 to go. Brody Springs once again head him down under the flag stand, leading him down into turn number 1. Jeff Olson trying to get underneath of Mike Kramer. Not going to happen, but not only is it not going to happen, Kramer for a second was side by side with
He's
Spring.
lost power.
And looks like maybe a little bit of a bobble. He's back under power now, but Brody Spring going to be able to walk away as look at Jeff Olson from the high side to low side by side for second.
Typical textbook crossover move by the 2G car and cannot get the run he needs off turn number 2. Meanwhile, back behind them, Monsang in a battle for that 4th place spot between him and Becker as the top side just a little bit faster as Becker's going to hang on to it. Oh, a little bit slideways, almost contact with the T1 car. Keeps it in check as Spring pushes up Kramer with the advantage off turn number 2, side by side for the race lead into 3.
As they head down into 3 and 4, they're going to see the white flag in the air this time by Kramer on the low side. Spring on the high side. Now here comes Jeff Olson. That puts Kramer the meat in the sandwich. New leader for right now. That is Kramer as they come out of 2. Down the backstretch, another new leader. Jeff Olson now taking over. They go right back to 3 wide. Coming into 3 as they're going to come down and check our flag. It's going to be Jeff Olson in a barn burner, barely taking the win over Mike Kramer. Towhead, Rusty Montag sitting 3rd. Brody Spring 4th. And Wayne Becker 5th. What a race that was. Oh, wow.
You know, these guys know how to put on a show, and, I mean, we have fun calling it, PJ. I feel bad for our scorers having to keep track of all these cars in a close race like that. But Deb and the gang do such a great job of the scoring. What a race there for the Sportmods.
For your professional concrete, IMCA Northern Sportmods. As Jimmy would say, yo, hoorah! So we have 16 cars, 16 laps the distance. Who's going to win fame, fortune, and an interview with Scotty? Here at the end of these 16 laps, we are going to find out.
I don't know if an interview with me would be considered fame and fortune. As they take the green flag, the RPMs come up. We are green flag racing. Track has slicked off here tonight at the new Raceway Park as Daniel Woodall way up top. Oh, my goodness. A lot of heads-up driving.
Wow.
From the entire field to miss him.
How in the world did everybody avoid it? Now he gets car refired. We're going to stay clean and green, but man, heads up driving by everybody in the back half of the field. Right now it is Wayne Becker with the lead. The Bullfrog AJ Bullware in 2nd. And then we have Jeff Olson sitting in 3rd with Brody Spring 4th. Kirk Beatty in 5th. But as they come around, new leader, the Bullfrog. Frog jumps right into the lead.
Ribbit, the Bullfrog hops himself into that race lead in the 14 car as Wayne Becker holds on to that second place spot. I believe that is Jeff Olson running third as Jeff Olson way up the track.
Problems with Wayne Becker. Wayne Becker way up right along the wall, just could not get that car to turn, and he is going to go from the penthouse to the outhouse in a quick hurry.
Luke Jackson also pulling off the track and into the infield as well. As we are still green flag here, Jeff Olson trying to run down the 14 car of AJ Boulware. Brody Spring and Kirk Beatty battling it out for third and fourth. Behind them, we got a 3-car battle, but a battle for the race lead coming into 3, PJ.
Jeff Olson trying to get to the inside of Rasputia, who the name was given by Alyssa Teese, the daughter of Jim Teese, to that car. But
we got 2 cars around, though. We got 2 cars around.
Goulash and the 25, Josh Blom.
Austin Price sitting at the bottom of turn number 2.
Josh Blom along the wall coming out of the high side of 2.
Both cars sitting the wrong way.
On a one-way.
As Rod Pattison would say.
Yes. Scotty, RPMs are going to come back up. We are going to go back to green with the Bullfrog AJ Boulware as he hippity hops his way out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. But look at this. Kirk Beatty trying to track him down.
Greg Hammond and Wayne Becker around at turn 2.
Also, we got, I believe that's
Sanders.
Keith Sanders. It's hard to, from the backstretch, it's hard to tell which one's Keith Sanders, which one's Jeff Olson. But, yeah, that looks like Keith Sanders back there. Come on up and get your Vanderveen flooring shirt. We'll draw 4 more numbers at the conclusion of this feature. So Rasputia with Boulware behind the wheel, he is going to lead him down. Oh, we got contact going into 1 and 2. That was Kirk Beatty and looks like Jeff Olson. No harm, no foul. As AJ Boulware again is going to come down, lead another lap. Car looking very, very solid. It is RJ Merchant, Kirk Beatty. Look at Towhead, Scotty. Look at Towhead as he is now going to tow himself into that 4th place or 3rd place spot.
Rusty Montang on the top side coming to call as he's got 3rd, looking for 2nd. You see the damage to the right side of Kirk Beatty there. Track is slicked off, but Montang has found something on the top side, carrying the momentum as he's side by side for 2nd place through 3 and 4.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, AJ Boulware had better check the back door and lock it down tight. Starting 10th, now up to 3rd, battling for 2nd. Your defending track champion, last week's feature winner, the T1, the Towhead, Rusty Montang. He is coming. He's got it hooked high, wide, and handsome. The Kenny Wallace line. He is 2nd, going after the lead, Scotty.
That he is hitting the top side once again. Beatty trying to take a look to the inside of the 14 of AJ Boulware. 3-car battle for the race lead now down the backstretch. Into turn number 3 they come. Rusty Montang up on the top side. Does he get the run he needs off of turn 4? Yes, he will. Rusty Montang at the line.
By a scant nose, Montang. Now Montang bobbles. That's going to give Boulware back the lead and also give Beatty 2nd for a moment. Now here comes Towhead. Montang back to the high side. He's re-racked, repacked, and restacked for another run as he is going to take 2nd right behind Boulware. But Boulware leads another lap, 4 to go.
4 laps to go for the 14 car of Ribbit, AJ Bullfrog Boulware. Rusty Montang not giving up, though, committed to the high side as Beatty's committed to the low side. Boulware through the middle. And AJ Boulware still with the race lead. We got him 3 deep going into turn 1.
3 deep, 3 to go as they come out of 2. And look at this, Kirk Beatty with the lead now. Beatty is able to get by Boulware, and here comes Towhead on the high side. Montang once again drives it down the hill, trying to get a run, but Beatty is going to lead with 2 laps to go.
2 laps to go for the 21 of Kirk Beatty. Montang, though, still married to the top side now, cuts down the hill, tries to make the straightaways just a little bit longer for that T1 car into turn number 3. White flag is going to be coming out. 1 lap to go. Kirk Beatty, your race leader. Can Montang have what it takes to get to that race lead and the win here tonight at the new Raceway Park?
Montang running out of time. He has turns 3 and 4 left to do it. Can he make it happen? Once again, goes to the high side. He is going to try and drive it back down the hill. It's not going to happen. Kirk Beatty is going to take home the win. Rusty Montag second. A.J. Bulware third. Brody Spring fourth. And Jeff Olson rounds out the top 5. What a race. What a run. What a show in your Carl Customs IMCA Northern Sportmods, presented here at the new Raceway Park, fueled by Total Motors of Lamar's, by Professional Concrete. Wow. That's all I got to say is just wow. What a show.
Nice big handshake from Steve Corrali, the promoter, here to Kirk Beatty. Kirk, great last few laps there, running with Rusty Montang and A.J. Bulwer. Walk us through those final laps to pick up the win here tonight.
Oh, just a lot of patience, just waiting, just waiting for the right time, and just they happened to mess just up a little bit, and that's all it took. So I'm happy.
Who do you got to thank for putting this car in victory lane here tonight?
Actually, me and my wife, my kids. That's it. Towhead helps every once in a while to set it up. So other than that, it's us.
So once again, Kirk Beatty putting it in victory lane here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Your Carl Customs IMCA Northern Sport Mod, presented by Professional Concrete, a main winner.